We're going to be on page 127. 127. Let's see if I get that better in focus. 127.
This is the first page. This is unacceptable. And then you look at the next page.
Oh,
That
all right, you guys. Quinn, get your book out. Page 127. Today, go ahead and go to your page, you guys.
You guys, not 167.
We're getting close, though. Come on, Jason, get your.
Oh, right, grammar. You can finish pages. Oh, the wrong thing out for some reason.
127.
Let's just see.
We are talking about verbs, yes.
I'm 10 now.
Happy birthday! Yeah, that's right. 2 digits. What are you gonna do now? You got all your fingers. You have to use your toes next.
This Saturday or the coming Saturday? It was Saturday.
10 years
No,
old.
wait,
That's
it
awesome.
was Saturday.
What? All right.
70.
We are talking about verbs today, you guys. You already know about verbs, but this is review. There's 3 different types. You see them listed right here. Action verb, linking verb, and helping verb. These are the 3 types of verbs that we have. And action verb shows action. What you're doing.
The table.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't really do that, but yes. Hit, stand, sit, read, drink, eat.
Eat your pencil. I ate my pencil.
Sometimes it shows ownership. Most of the time it shows action though. Look at linking verb. It links the subject in a sentence to a noun or an adjective.
Pencil.
Links. Think of a chain, right? That has links on it. It links the subject to another noun or an adjective. And then the helping verb is always next to another verb. That's what it does. It's helping it. So it helps an action verb or a linking verb. The helping verb is always followed by another verb. Now, answer these questions orally, just means we're going to talk about it. What are the linking verbs? All right, I'm going to challenge you. You know them?
They connect verbs?
They do, but what are they? Look for a Post-it note that says linking verbs. You should have it. Linking. If you find a tab that says linking verb.
That's right. It's my subject. Linking verbs. That's a real.
Linking. All right. Logan found it.
Was were being been. That's B verbs.
Mhm.
Come, hear, grow, remain, taste, sound, smell, feel. Verbs dealing with these things.
Perfect. Good job.
Mine.
Yes, go ahead.
And is are was were being been. Verbs.
Mhm.
See, become, appear, grow, remain, taste, sound, smell, feel, look. Verbs dealing with things.
Nice. Good job. All right. Those are the linking verbs. Somebody find the helping verbs now. Where are the helping verbs? Lainey. And then Jason. We'll do those two. Helping verbs are next. Go ahead and read them.
And is, are, was, where, be, even, been, have, had, done, been, may, might, must, will, shall, could, would.
Nice. Okay, Jason. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
And is, are, was, where, being, been, even, been, be verbs. Be verbs.
Mhm.
Have, has, had, to, does, did, may, might, must, can, will, shall, could, would. Maybe I should.
Maybe you should. Nice job. Okay. Those are the linking. Did you guys notice that the linking and the helping verbs have the be verbs? Those are the be verbs. Be, been, being, is, was, were. All those are called the be verbs. Okay. And that's what the next one thing says here. The be verbs appear on both the linking verb and helping verb lists. What are they? They are am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been.
Be verbs.
Those are called the be verbs. Now, not B-E-E, not B, but B-E. Add helping verbs to the action verb 8 to change the meaning of the sentence. We're back on 127 now. There are multiple right answers. Use eat, ate, eating, or eaten. So here's your sentence. The soldier ate apples. So you can add, it says add helping verbs to the verb ate. So now you know what the helping verbs are. You can flip over to that page if you have it still.
Helping verbs?
Add a helping verb to the soldier ate apples. Helping verb. Like is. How would you put is in there? The soldier is eating apples. That would work. Are there any others?
So, the soldier
Does eat apples? You added who?
likes
Will.
eating. The soldier must.
Will eat apples?
The soldier is.
Is eating. Okay, those are all good. So you pick which one you like the best. I'm gonna put is eating,
Are. Ate.
but you can put
Did ate.
well, the one that you like. Did eat.
Need a shirt. Did
You could do
ate.
that. Did eat apples. Didn't eat apples. All right, and then it says find the weak verb. Fill in the blank with a stronger verb choice. The dwarf saw the soldiers. What's the weak verb? What's the weak verb? Saw. It's also banned, right?
Dang.
What's another way to say it?
The door.
Spotted. It's a good one. Any others?
Frag.
That means like saw, something like be like found. Looked at,
Spied.
maybe looked at. So you could put spotted, looked at, found, any of those. You forgot the word east. Yeah, put east there too. All right, you guys got it? You need to be serious, okay? About your work. All right, let's go ahead and go to page 128,
There's no 128.
29,
This? Hey.
100, oh yeah.
My cousin could figure out. And she isn't even in first grade. She could figure out harder one.
Do you want to pick a harder one today?
This one's pathetic.
Which one?
She's this one. He's a.
What page?
The hardest one.
Which one is it? Tell me what page.
16.
Which one? 131
Yeah. Yes.
on day 3. Is that what you guys want? Okay. 131.
You just said the band word, but I'm not very good. Well, two band words.
Me?
Oh yeah.
All right. How about Logan? Go ahead and read it.
We told them to select a pear, another tree which grew nearby.
Okay, good. Select
Pick.
is like, yeah, to choose something or pick something. Very good. Vocabulary. And then the article, find that by yourself. How about Eli? Where are the nouns?
Tree.
Good.
Pear.
Pear, good. We are doing page 131. They decided to pick a different one for today. Just because they were bothered, but that the day we were gonna do is too easy, so.
Yeah, we're
We'll pick another one.
Anyway, what we used to, so otherwise to see pictures. I think I'm gonna get out of my school.
Just for today. We'll just do this one for today. How about the pronouns, Quinn? What are the 2 pronouns?
Me?
Good. And? No, not another. There's one that's like for plural, like more than one person. There you go, them. Good. And then Jason, what about the adjective?
The next page.
We are on 131. We decided to do 131. Go ahead and go for your nose. Yes.
Find a boogie. Eat it.
No, don't. Please. No!
Do not. Stop.
You're gonna make me throw up right here. Anyway, Sienna. Okay, Sienna, adjective. It's actually gonna be for tree, so if I ask you another, there you go. Okay, now the who, which plus, Elizabeth?
Which?
Which grew nearby. This was turning out to be easy too, you guys, so.
They're all not.
Okay.
They're all not.
Lainey, what about the verbs?
From?
No, think about action. Told is one. And there's one more. Inside the who, which clause, actually the which clause. There you go, grew is a verb. Now that we know the verbs, so Jason, what are the subjects? Who told them?
Let's see, what was the other word?
Grew and told.
Tree. Oh yeah.
Who told them to select a pear from the tree?
The adult. He.
He.
Does anybody have a pencil I can tree. Yeah, here. And then is tree the other subject?
No, because tree is down here, so
Which?
he told which,
you.
yes, which is a subject.
Which?
Which grew.
The which.
Did you guys notice that the word to is the wrong one? He told them to select.
Yeah.
Okay, what should it be? How should we spell
Tia.
it? Okay, Tia. Good.
What's my name? Tia.
To select. Now, select could be a verb, but since we have that word to next to it, it's called an infinitive. We're not going to label that one. What about the prepositional phrases? Lainey, you know where those are? Or the one from another tree. Very good. There's just one. Capital. This ended up being really easy, you guys.
I made it easy.
So instead of doing days 2, 3, and 4, you're gonna do days 1 and 2 and 4 for your homework.
1, 2, 4.
Okay, and you probably won't have the pages to correct on day 1, but that's okay.
So
We'll correct it in class.
So my mom doesn't have this one.
Right. Yes, that's correct. Yep.
I'm very confused. I'll just start by.
We'll go back to normal next week. Just tell her it's a weird week. All right, you guys, let's get out your camel and tent. I'm sure there's all kinds of crazy stories out there.
How is everybody?
Let's see what time we got.
I think we're gonna spend.
I think we could try to get through everybody reading it. Let's do.
Well, they're reading.
Let's do.
We already had it out.
Is it done though? You got all your dresses. Topic clincher.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can read yours. All right, let's just go one at a time. We'll start with Jason and then we'll
go
decide.
this way. How did the tent cause the war?
Yeah, we'll do that.
This is
All right.
Good morning. The following events are not appropriate for children 14 and up. For those children, I would recommend reading a different story. And if you are younger than 14, the events are really funny. Like when a camel returns to his tent to find that a man is invading his territory. Once upon a time, there was an ugly camel. Once upon a time, there was an ugly camel, and he stuck his head through his tent and saw that a man was in the camel's tent. Who are you, man? I'm Spitboy, replied the camel. What's your name? Spitboy asked. I don't have a name. I'll call you Steve because it sounds like stinking. You're stinky, Spitboy. Steve. Why did I think it's
Put your page down so we can see your face. There you go.
Steve, I like it, exclaimed the man. Spitboy started to enter the tent. Ow! cried Steve. Dum-dum, give me gum-gum, demanded Spitboy. I don't have any gum, stated Steve. Gum-gum! exclaimed Spitboy. Steve picked up Spitboy's video game controller and shouted "Hiya" as he chucked it across the filthy tent which caused glass to shatter as it hit the window. Yes,
Oh.
it did have windows. Smack. Oh, they're fighting because the controller broke. Smack. Ah! Looks like Spitboy has grenades.
Whoa.
Spit on Steve, which is saliva mixed with partly digested food. How do you know that stuff? My mom looked it up and did a huge. Oh no! Steve escaped.
How'd you spell that?
I was just gonna do in parentheses spit.
That's okay. You're
My
fine.
mom just did. Steve escaped as quickly as possible. He stayed outside for thousands of years in the hot sun, snow, rain, and lightning because Spitboy locked Steve out. Steve was also in the sand storm. He sat down on what looked like a chair made out of sand. When the storm was over, it looked like a man sitting on the toilet. Spitboy came outside, laughed, and said, "That's a funny looking Sandman." The next day, Steve cut the ropes supporting the tent and trapped Spitboy. The tent blew away as the war between the people and camels started.
Wow.
That was awesome.
That was really good. Did you write that all by yourself or your mom helped you with that a little bit?
Tiny bit, but I did
Yeah,
most of
you
it.
came up with that?
The first paragraph, I didn't like it as much until I did the rest.
Oh, okay. I thought you did great. I really like that. Wayne, you're gonna wait on yours, right? You wanna read it next time? Eli, do you wanna read yours?
Sure.
Okay, we'll just go in order.
Mine has 2 full pages.
All right, get your stories out so they're ready to go, and then you have to stand under the flag.
My first paragraph is this long. Mine isn't very funny. I just kind of tried to get after it.
It's okay.
It's out of the way of the
I understand that. I have a hard time being funny on my papers too.
You can try.
Sometimes, yeah, I try to.
Funniest I got was probably artists. Artists, and that's probably the funniest I got.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. The poor man. Opie was a fat man who loved to eat bamboo. There was a camel who was looking to steal Opie's cube. Because the stinky camel chainsawed a hole in the tent, the man, really in shock, shouted, "Get out now!" "Nope," said the camel. The camel attacked the man and said, "Give me the cube!" Because the camel was usually a clumsy thing, he sat on the invisible baby dragon. With this grief, the poor dragon died. I know, that's sad. Then the camel policeman, "Please give me the cube." The man who felt bad still said no, for the cube was valuable, and said, "Get out, now!" The camel snatched the cube and stole everything in the tent. Opie was sad because the stinky camel grabbed everything. Opie left with his bamboo. Opie was left with his bamboo. Opie, who knew a little karate, tried to kick the camel, and in return, the camel blowtorched Opie's tent. Now, Opie only had his bamboo. Also, Opie was fat and poor.
Oh, good job. All right, go ahead, Logan.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, get comfortable, people.
There once lived a little man who loved to collect Pokemon and play Fortnite on his PS5. His name was Newton. He lived in Antarctica in a wonderful tent. Luckily, his Pokemon collection was worth millions of dollars. So if he wanted to leave, he could sell his collection and move to Finland. One day, he decided to go outside. When he poked his head out, Newton bonked heads with a giant camel and Gerald. Newton went back into his tent, and it looked like he had a giant bowling ball on his head. Because of the unfortunate incident, it had swelled badly. After multiple attempts at asking Newton if he could come in, Gerald was denied. The little man was starting to get very annoyed. Gerald had had enough. He barged in butt first and launched Newton all the way to Mexico. After the biggest problem was gone, the next one came up. Gerald was very tight inside that little tent. Annoyingly, he started moving and shifting his body, which turned into a horrid idea. Because he was so tight in that tiny tent, he ended up smashing Newton's PS5. Gerald decided to take a nap. Finally, Newton had gotten up from the hard fall,
angrily started his way back to Antarctica. Gerald had woken up from his nap and was hungry, so he looked in the fridge for some food. He ended up eating all of Newton's food in one day. While Newton was walking past a restaurant, he saw a group of motorcycles. So he hopped on one and vroom he went. While he was riding, he was scheming up a plan to kick Gerald out of his tent. Other than having no food, Gerald was living the life. He didn't intend on living there much longer, though. Honestly, it kind of got boring. Because Newton was so angry, he jumped into a nearby lake to cool off. Gerald, who was very hungry, was looking for food. Luckily, he found Newton's $1 million Pokemon cards. Gerald ate all of Newton's cards and he echoed out into the world, "This tastes wonderful!"
Oh no.
It was time for Gerald to go home. Gerald felt a little guilty. A year later, Newton arrived near his tent and he was ready with the plan. He opened the zipper with a jaw-dropped look on his face. He looked in the tent and saw the empty fridge, the smashed PS5, and a couple Pokemon half-eaten. Newton was so miserable and had no food. He looked up the other side of his tent to find a new tent. He looked inside to see Gerald, and everything was replaced in tip-top condition. This little man was very thankful and content.
Nice. Wow, there was a little twist on that one. Was the other tent inside the tent?
No, it was on the other side.
On the outside of it. Okay, I was like, oh, that was clever. You guys I like this. This is cool. Okay, Sienna, you want to go next?
Yeah, it's something to get over. I didn't see to be funny. See, my nose is not a person.
Yeah, I can. That's okay. It doesn't have to be funny.
Mine is this.
Yours is long too.
Make it
That's
big.
good.
It's 2
full right.
pages. Mine needs to be on the table because it kind of looks like, I'll hold it up, that side looks.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
The Despicable Camel. Once upon a time, there was a camel and a man who was chilling in his tent. He loved his life until Gray came in. The man's name was J. Marco Schumacher, because that is what was wrong with that. On the other hand, the stinky camel's name was Gray Dude. Surprisingly, Gray Dude grabbed a chainsaw. I didn't copyright it. I just did. No, I didn't. And cut a hole in the tent. And peeked in. The man was very kind to the camel. He told the big camel, "You must yellow, little guy." The camel surprisingly got a little too comfortable, which made the man worry. And then the camel saw what he was looking for, the most amazing video game in the world. The man exclaimed, "Return to your home immediately," because he did not want Gray Dude to play with the video game. Ooh, video game. No, go away right now.
Ooh.
No, my McDonald's. Imaginary character, get him now. Gray Dude shouted, "It's imaginary." No. Gray Dude surprisingly shoved Jay out, which made him dizzy because he hit his head. "Let me in, the pink and purple tent." Ooh, level 5 video game. No, don't complete the video game, please, shouted the man. "You terrible camel," shouted the Fine, come in. The game is 2-player. Oh, okay. Yes, level 15.
That was it? Good job. No, I liked it.
Oh, well.
It was funnier than you thought it was, though. Yeah, like the names were funny.
Yeah.
And how they were like, no, ooh. Ooh, no, ooh.
No, ooh.
No, ooh.
No, ooh. No. No.
All right, Elizabeth. Okay, everybody.
The unkind camel. There once lived a man whose name was Bob. Bob Bumble. He was living in a tent at the time because there was a herd of does that kicked him out of his house. So he moved into a tent. He was having a great time until there was a loud crack outside. Because it was so loud, Bob had to take a look. Right as he started to poke his head out, hello, a camel was standing right there at his door. He was looking for a friend. Bob closed the door right away, but the camel found a way to get in. He got a fire starter and burnt a hole through the cloth. Oh, why, hello again, interrupted the camel, peeking his head through the hole. Your hair looks like yummy noodles. This time, the man was mind blown and was wanting to be and was wanting to get him out, but he didn't want to be rude, so he gave him a stuffy, and the camel pondered to himself, "Hey, this is a lovely gift." Suddenly, the camel barged in, but the whole reason why the camel was there was because he wanted a friend. The camel, who was using some very horrible perfume, made the whole entire tent stink. Because the camel would not leave, Bob was getting annoyed. Bob did not want the camel as a friend. Bob, who was preparing a sly plan to get the camel out of the tent, began working at his desk. He was quietly writing while the camel was sniffing around the small tent. Just then, the camel decided to push Bob out of the tent. Because he got pushed so hard, his head felt dizzy. Bob realized that his sly plan failed.
Nice. Excellent. Good job. You guys clap. Make sure you clap for her. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, and you need me to pull yours up, huh? Okay, let me look at yours really quick. This is for Lainey. Yes, please blow your nose. You don't even really need to ask. You can just do it.
Do not eat it.
No, don't say that, please.
It's good. You can try something.
Okay. Yes, you can put your camel papers away, but keep your binders out. Don't get anything else out yet. Just put that one away. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to show. Hold on. All right, this is Lainey's. She's the last one to go. I like these stories. These are fun.
Are we gonna do it again by the end of the year?
Well, I'll explain it. Yes, we will again, but I'll explain when. Let me turn this, let me zoom in here. Might need to go, okay.
Speaking funny names.
All right,
Yes,
that's okay. She can use other people's names.
Didn't take this.
Okay, everybody listen.
There once was a man whose name is Morgan. It was Morgan. A camel and Tuckle were the dragon named Jordan Davis. One day, Morgan Wallen wanted his parent playing PS5 and his Nintendo Switch. And all of a sudden, Tuckle Wetmore and Jordan Davis peeked in. Because they saw the PS5, they wanted to come in. But they couldn't find a way in, so Jordan Davis escaped. They decided for Wetmore to stick a dynamite into the split the dynamite in. At which Morgan Wallen was happy, and I'm glad. Then he was very confused because he was really rude. He was pretty mad at Dr. Wetmore, and then out of nowhere, Dr. Wetmore and Jordan Davis just walked down in. Dr. Wetmore sat on the PS5 because he was so mad. Morgan Wallen screamed, "One of us are getting out, going to get out right now, and it's going to be breaking." He finished what he was saying. He got kicked out of his tent and sadly said, "One of you." Then he was extra mad at Dr. Wetmore. Now that Morgan Wallen was out, Wetmore kicked Jordan Davis out. But Jordan Davis, who was a dragon, got butted out. And out of nowhere, Tucker Wetmore.
Wait, right here. There you go.
Jordan Davis was also very bad. So he joined Morgan Wallen. They talked it out and decided to fight back. They decided they would have more. So they went to the video game stores channel so they could have more. By the time they got back, they saw Tucker Wetmore standing there. Because Morgan Wallen and Jordan Davis guys they went over to him. Dr. Wetmore said he was very, very sorry. So they forgave him. And they all went inside. So then to all three of them. Dr. Wetmore, Jordan Jameson.
Nice.
You said.
Who are those people? I don't even know. What do you mean artists like?
Singers.
Oh, I should probably know them, but I don't. That's cool.
Right next to Sadly is set.
All right. So we're going to do something a little bit different today than we normally do. We're not going to use our binders today. Excuse me. We're going to actually practice for the state test. I know I mentioned it last week. The test is usually in April, so you haven't started it yet. So this is just a practice for that. So I do want you to get out 2 pieces of lined paper.
One thing.
Yes.
Or isn't the writing test only like every other year?
No, it's every year. It starts in 3rd grade and then you do it every year through 8th grade. And then you do it again in high school. Yeah. That's just how it is. It's because if we live in the state of California, that's what they are requiring. So don't worry. I know, but 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, all those grades. That's why we're practicing this. So that you can be ready for it. All right.
Ninth grade.
What grade am I?
And I wish I could do the physical fitness test again.
All right, you guys, listen up. Go ahead and get 2 pieces of lined paper out. And then you can close up your rings and close up your binder. So right now, it doesn't matter right now.
12 o'clock.
So let me tell you this. There are different types of essays you might have to write for your writing test. Okay. I'm gonna wait till you close up your rings, put your binders away. Need you guys to listen. Sometimes it's an opinion paper. And an opinion, it's an essay. Have you heard that word before, essay?
I don't want to like that.
And we write essays in this class too. Usually we just call papers. Opinion essay is obviously when you're gonna give your opinion about something and they'll tell you what the topic is. But that's when you tell what you think or what you believe, okay? Your practice test writing for today or this week is gonna be informative. And that just means you're informing someone of something. You guys have been doing a lot of those, like all about the reptiles. Remember, those were informational. The ones about Sahara Desert, Gobi Desert, all those are informational writings, right? Oh, informational, yep, essays. Let me share this right here. Yeah, so you're gonna be fine. It's not that hard. And what you guys are gonna do is use what you already know, which is the keyword outlines. You already know about those, right?
Yeah. Don't we need to do rough?
There's also other types of essays, but here's the thing. You can have scratch paper, which scratch paper basically is blank line paper, just like what you guys have in front of you, okay? Usually you use scratch paper for math when you're working out a problem, right? You use scratch paper for that. You're gonna use scratch paper for writing too for this test. Because you can't have anything else with you. You can't have your binder or your grammar book or anything else with you. Or a calculator. You can have a pencil or a pen. If you like to use pen, that's okay. Pencil or pen and paper. That's all you get. Everything has to come from up here, right? Except for what they give you on the test, right? To look at. So here's what I want you guys to do. Okay, I see a couple of questions. Go ahead, Lainey.
So next week you have to be your laptops to say?
Yeah, next week. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yes.
My mom made me do 3rd grade instead of 4th grade math.
Okay.
Because we're doing the curriculum,
Okay.
know what's going on.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna do a 4th grade test.
Yeah.
So get ready for 4th grade yet because I don't get 3rd grade. Yeah.
So don't worry about that, guys, because what the test does is it, depending on how you answer it, it might change the questions as you go through it because it's all online. But don't worry about that. This is the thing I want you guys to remember. Do your best.
I'm only
But
first.
don't let it stress you out too much, okay? Because this isn't going to define whether or not you go on to the next grade. It doesn't do any of that. You're just doing it because you have to do the test for the state. They look at your scores and then they help make curriculum from it, basically, in a nutshell. Hold on. So give it your best shot, but don't worry about it. Okay, if you don't know, especially in math or other subjects, work it out as best you can, come to an answer, pick your answer, move on. Don't get stuck on it too long because that will just create more stress and you don't need that. So, and here's the other thing to remember, it's not timed. The test is not timed. You have a time slot to do the test with Heartland, whatever time slot that is. But if you're not done with it, you just make another appointment or another time to sit down and work on the rest of it. So you can take as long as you need. Yes.
Are you allowed to have answer sheets?
No. Logan?
Do the people, the state people, do they even have to do it? Do they even know?
They just grade it. Nope, they don't have to do it. You know. So on your lined piece of paper, let's pretend you're sitting down for your test. The first thing I want you to do on here is write the word checklist. Because guess what? You're not gonna have a checklist.
Darn it.
You are gonna have to create your own
Can I
checklist.
use this?
So here's what I want you to do. I need you guys to stop talking and listen to me. Write down all the things that you can remember from your checklist.
Wait, what checklist?
The last one we used for camel intent.
Why?
Write it down.
Oh.
Try to just so you're gonna have a blank piece of paper. Just write down, and then we'll talk about it. Take a minute right now and write down all the things you can remember from your checklist.
I'm just going to look
Like band words don't count.
They don't count, but you might as well, you know, if you avoid them, yeah.
So
They,
then I don't mix it up with things.
but try to write down the things like your dress up words. See if you can remember all your dress up words.
What do you mean dress up? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See if you can remember it by yourself, because remember, all you're gonna have is a piece of paper, so you gotta see what you can remember. Okay, let everybody think, don't tell them yet. You don't have to write stuff like that, just mainly the dress ups and mainly the dress ups.
Can I use this paper? They even source.
So I'm talking about the dress ups. Dress up words.
Okay, this is easy. Also, dollar.
QUAITY.
Oh,
Yep. All right. What do you got? How many? Well, tell me what you got so far, Logan.
LY because who went stronger.
That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. That's what you got.
quality adjective because plus who is this one.
Good. That's exactly it. Did you guys get 5 things?
Yep.
LY. LY adverb. Who, and it doesn't have to be in this order, as long as you have them in some order. Strong verb. Because
Actually edible.
clause
Yep, it is.
and quality adjective.
That's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I put quality.
Now, in the margin, you might as well put 3 little boxes here. That will help you remember to get one of those in each paragraph. So what you're doing is creating your own checklist here. Yes.
Yeah, do we have to put these in?
Okay.
Or do we just have to?
Okay, let me say it this way. If you use this, your score will be doubled.
Oh,
I'm not kidding. You will do really well if you use these. Now, do you have to? Do you have to use these? No, but I want you to use them. Your parents want you to use them, and this will increase your score by a lot if you use your dress up words, okay? But don't freak out when you're sitting down to make your checklist here. And let's say you forget which clause. It's okay. Just put down what you can remember from your checklist. That's the main point. Yes, Elizabeth.
So this week we're gonna do a test.
So this week we're practicing. It is not a test. It is only practice so that you can feel ready when you do the test, which will be later. I know I said do.
Are we doing like a story?
I'll tell you what that is in a minute. Okay, you're getting ahead a little bit. Yes, Logan. No.
This has to be laptop.
Oh, to class?
Yeah.
Can you get online on your iPad?
Well,
Can you type on your iPad? I think laptop is better. If you have a laptop, I would bring, because you're gonna need your keyboard, because you will be typing.
But I don't have to.
My mom will teach me.
The other thing I want you to write down on your list, so skip a space, and I want you to put topic clincher.
I was gonna ask if we should add that.
Yes. Now, I recommend that you do topic clinchers. You don't have to though. Okay?
Go.
But I want you to, and I know your parents want you to, and it'll help your grade a lot for this test, okay?
Wait,
If you can get this down,
better.
this is good. That's at what are topic clinchers? Topic sentence and the clincher sentence.
Repeat or reflect. 2 or 3 key.
That will help your score. That will definitely help your score, okay? Yes.
Or it'll.
No, don't worry about, that's a good question, guys. Listen up. Don't worry about underlining, highlighting, put your chair down, please. Or bolding. Don't worry about that part in this for the test part, because that'll be hard to figure out how to do that. So that's a good start, is writing down. This is what I want you to write first. When you sit down to take the writing test, make your own checklist, okay? And now, go ahead, Elizabeth, and I want to show you something else.
It's been a minute. What? He said, you'll tell me.
Oh. Okay. When you log into the test, this is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to show you on here real quick so you can see how to log in.
Stop.
No. I'm going to share this screen so that Ashlyn can see what I'm looking at. When you log in, and we will do this part next week. I have a paper copy for you for today, so you didn't need your laptop today. But when you log in, you're going to go to this part where it says practice and training tests. I'm just showing you, you're not going to do this week, okay? I just want to show you what it looks like. So you're going to sign in as a guest until you're ready to do the actual test. And don't worry, I will walk you through all this next week, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Just for today, I'm going to select grade 3. I know nobody's in grade 3, so don't worry. I know you guys are in a higher grade than that. All right. So, and then you're going to select Smarter Balanced Practice Tests. And then you'll see these are all the tests, even in 4th, 5th, 6th grade. There's 2 parts to the ELA, which is language arts. That means like reading and writing. And then there's 2 parts for math, and that's it. You don't have to do science or history or any of that. I'm just showing you guys. Shh, hey, stop talking. And I don't want you to get stressed out. It's going to be okay. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. It's not that bad. Keep your hands down for a second. Okay, let me get through this. So the performance task one is the one that's the writing test. Okay. And you'll know when to take it because your resource teacher and your parent will tell you when to take what part of the test. So don't worry about that either. Put your hands down for a second. And then they'll give you this where you have to listen, make sure you can hear the music.
And then it'll play like the song.
So you'll hear that and you'll be like, okay, yes, I could hear the sound and video. And then begin test. Yes, this is the test you do. So don't worry. It's something you have to do every year, but just do your best on it. Okay.
It's not like a double test.
No, it's not a double test. Go ahead, Lainey. Okay.
What if we have to write something on the Google test?
I'm going to show you how this works. Okay. I need you guys to not ask questions because I think as I go through this, your questions will be answered.
says what we're supposed to write.
If you listen, you'll know. Okay, I'm going to explain it right now. When you start your test for performance task, remember, it's not timed. So don't rush. You can take your time with it. You're going to see words on the left and then questions on the right. See where it says student directions? This is going to tell you what you're going to write. Task, it says. So astronauts, informational, performance task. You're going to write about astronauts, but they're going to give you your articles. You guys know in your articles in your binder, like Gobi Desert, Sahara Desert, all that stuff that's given to you, just like this. It's on the computer though. That's why I want to show it to you here first. But it says, your class has been learning about different types of jobs to prepare for your school's job week. Now, your test will not be this exact one. This is just practice, okay? It'll be something different than astronauts, but this is what you'll do is read it. Your teacher has asked each person to learn about a different job. You think being an astronaut must be an interesting job, so you decide to learn about what it is like to be an astronaut. You have found 2 sources about being an astronaut. 2 different sources, just like Gobi Desert and Sahara Desert. Those were 2 different sources, same type of thing. After you review these sources, you will answer some questions about them. Briefly scan the sources and the questions that follow, then go back and read the sources carefully so you will have the information you will need to answer the questions and complete your research. You may click on the global notes button. So they're going to tell you about a global notes button, but I recommend you use your paper because it's hard to go back and find the notes that you put on the computer. Just use your paper and write them down. That's easier. And then it says to take notes on the information you find in the source as you read. You may also use scratch paper to take notes. In part 2, you will write an informational article using information you have read. All right, so now you're going to notice over here on the right side, it says 1, and it has some questions here, or it says click on the box to match each source with the idea or ideas that it supports. Some ideas may have more than one source selected. See how it says source 1, what is an astronaut? Source 2, life in space. And there's boxes underneath. If you look over here, astronauts feel weak when they come back from space. You're going to read the source and decide which article it's in. Article 1 or Article 2, source 1 or source 2. So we don't know yet. We didn't read it yet. You can't just select that yet. You have to just look at what these are and then read it to find it, okay? Since objects are also able to float in space, astronauts can easily lift things in space that are heavy on Earth. Astronauts have a special view of Earth from space. All of those statements are in one or the other of the articles, either source 1 or source 2. Now you have to go back and read it before you select. Don't select anything yet. You'll read it to find the answer and then select what article you found it in. Okay. And then if you notice up here, there's also a 2. You guys see this over here on the side? So 2, this is a place to type. This is short answer. This is not the essay. This is a short answer. You could do 1 or 2 sentences. It says, or actually you need 2 sentences. Explain why it is hard to be an astronaut. Give 2 reasons. 1 from source number 1 and 1 from source number 2. For each reason, include the source title or number. So as you read it, you're going to put 2 reasons. It is hard to be an astronaut because, and then pick something from source 1 and do your second sentence. It is hard to be an astronaut because, and then you're going to pick something from source 2. So this is not the essay part. This is like short answer. Does that make sense? That's after you read everything, which we're going to read it in just a second. Yes. Sienna.
Do we write our paragraph on the computer?
Yes, but for this assignment this week for homework, you're going to write it down. But yeah, your test is all on the computer. Don't worry, Sienna.
No.
It's okay. We all type like that basically, right?
Nope.
You're going to have to take your time with it.
I sometimes
Yeah, for a while. But now you know how to use all your fingers.
Study your.
It takes a while.
Pressure index fingers on the F.
Did you use a game to learn how to type?
Nope.
You just studied it.
You have a thing. We have types right now, but mom doesn't make me do typing lessons no more.
Okay. But
We
you
still
guys
have to
could
do
talk
a
to your
typing
parents
thing,
about
or,
that.
Like show you.
There's
which
games you
finger
can
to
play.
Up or down, and then
Mhm.
like which finger to press.
But here's the thing, Sienna, if you don't have time to learn typing, just use your fingers. It's just gonna go slow. And like I said, you have all the time you need. You don't have to rush.
So
Well, that's the only way to do it though, is to type it. It's okay.
unless you could write it down and get all your ideas that way, and then type it out.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But you
Like,
can't turn in your written one though. That's something.
and you-
All right.
You're gonna read that first.
Yeah, you'll do it on the computer. So this isn't a computer test. It's all computer. That's why I wanted to show you what it looks like. Do you guys see this little arrow here?
Yeah.
You can actually extend that out so you can read it easier if you want to. There's tools up here you can use like that. Yes, Logan? Mm-hmm.
So, see those 1 and 2 up there? Is that the 2 questions that you need to answer? That's it.
No, and then I'm just gonna type gibberish in here, but you guys will actually type something. I think nope, it won't let me go on. So you have to answer these two. I'm just gonna select just for the sake of showing you. And then next. So this is the part where it says part 2. This is your assignment. And it says part 2, you will review your notes and sources and plan, draft, revise, and edit your writing. And then it says your assignment. Your teacher is creating a bulletin board display in the school library to show what your class has learned about different types of jobs. You decide to write an informational article about astronauts. Your article will be read by other students and teachers and parents. It says, using more than one source, develop a main idea about being an astronaut. Choose the most important information from the sources to support your main idea. Then write an informational article that is several paragraphs long. You're going to do 3, just 3 paragraphs. Paragraphs. 3 paragraphs. Clearly organize your article and support your main idea with details from the sources. Use your own words, except when quoting directly from the sources. Be sure to give the source number, title, or number when using details from the sources. And it gives you some more instructions here, but if you keep scrolling, you're going to see this big box. This is where you type. Okay. You have tools just like you do on Google Docs and on Word. So you can use these tools here. I don't know if you can on this one. So no, I don't think you can double space on it. So it's okay here. If you're able to,
What
yes.
is BIU? They use the
Underline.
And then
Bold, italics. If you don't know what they are, you don't really need them. But one more question and then I'm going to show you something else. Go ahead.
Okay, so is there a possibility that there's gonna be more, so let's say you have to do paragraph about astronauts? For one end, is there a possibility that you'll have to do another one, another next paragraph about something else?
Actually, for this one, no, it's just one more writing prompt. So this is it. This is it. This is it for performance task. You have those few boxes to check. You have a short answer one, and then you have an essay. And this one's going to be 3 paragraphs. Okay. So let's start with on your line paper. Let me show you this because I got to give you what your homework is this week. Lainey, did you have a question?
If I do the checklist, is it different? Am I able to tweet at you?
Yes, that's what we're going to do next. I lost my pen. Where did it go? Always losing my stuff.
Is it not marker?
No, it's a pen.
On a bar one?
Oh, here it is. It's stuck. Got it. All right. I want you to go ahead and put your name on this because you're going to use this for your homework here. This is a new sheet. The second sheet you have. Put it on a clean sheet. Today's date is 3/9/26. I see your hand, but I want you to write this down first, okay? We're gonna write down astronauts. And what I want you guys to work on this week, I'm gonna show you, it's in this packet I'm gonna give you here. Put Roman numeral 1, 1 through 5. And clincher. And topic here. I'm just trying to think of what's best here. I think I'm gonna have you just start with one paragraph for your homework this week.
We're writing about astronauts.
Yes, you're writing about astronauts and you're gonna use source number 1 in this packet, which I'll show you in a
Two
minute.
things.
Hold on. Let's put next to Roman numeral 1, what is astronaut? That is the name of your first article. In parentheses, this is not part of your KWO, but just put source number 1 here. And while you're writing that down, I'm going to pass out this. This is a packet. And you're going to see on page 2 of the packet, it will say source 1, what is an astronaut? And it starts here. Okay. And there's more on the next page. And you're going to go all the way to the end of that article. Yes, you're going to decide what you're going to read the whole thing, but you're only going to pick out 5 interesting facts about what it is to be an astronaut. Does that make sense? You're not going to do paragraph by paragraph. You're going to read the whole article and pick out 5 facts that you find interesting or relevant or important of that, just that one article. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
good.
are we adding LOI and stuff, or is this kind of like?
Yes, you're gonna use a checklist, the checklist that you created, this one, just for paragraph 1.
Do you have to underline it and stuff?
For the homework, yes.
Okay.
For the
And
homework, you do, yes.
6th grade.
That makes sense?
Still writing about astronauts in the test.
It's gonna be a different topic, but it's gonna be about the same style of test.
It's
So
gonna
that's
be
why I
like a
picked this one.
17.
All right, so don't lose this. Keep this in your front pocket. Does everybody understand what they're doing for homework this week? You guys understand?
Writing about the astronaut.
You're only reading source 1.
So
There's more in here, but just read source 1.
so we're gonna use the source 1 for our.
Can you pass these back to the girls in the back there? Just.
Which is the first page.
It's not the first page. If you look at it, everybody turn to the second page of your packet.
I realize I got it.
Do you see where it says source 1? Circle source 1 right here. And circle what is an astronaut, just so you know where it's at in the packet. Turn to page 2.
So we're gonna use
Source
this
1.
for our KWO.
Yes, you're gonna use source 1 and what is an astronaut. So Elizabeth, turn to the second page of your packet.
So this is more of an informational thing.
Informational. Yep. Yep. So you're gonna read, you guys see where it's at? You're gonna read starting here all the way to all the way to here, where it says feeling weightless is fun. I know it looks like a lot of pages, but it's not, it's big font. It's not gonna be that much to read.
Oh, this is.
And then out of that, what you want us to read is our facts.
See how it goes on to source 2? Don't do source 2
We
yet.
only get 5.
Only source 1. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah.
Only source 1.
Sure.
Only 5 facts.
And I know. You're gonna read the whole thing, but pick out your 5 favorite facts about it. It's gonna be hard because you gotta pick out 5.
Kind of flat.
That's a lot. I want you to read it all, and you can read it with your parent. But you're only gonna sum it up in 1 paragraph, so you gotta pick your favorites out of it.
So like 4 paragraphs into 1. This is very great. This is only
There's an alien in this.
This is only great.
In fact, we are looking at this.
All right, you guys. Don't lose this. That's your homework this week. Only source 1. Only source 1. Only the article that's called What is an Astronaut?
Do you need 3
Yeah.
colors? Is our homework just reading this?
No, one of each.
One of each.
We're just doing the first paragraph.
Yeah.
One of each.
So other parents and other teachers read it also?
Not this one. No.
I know, but like the.
When you do the test, only the adults that are grading it will read it. It's not other students.
Are we done?
We are, so you're gonna do your grammar and then one paragraph about astronauts. You guys got that okay? You're gonna use your own made checklist for this because we're practicing for the test. You're welcome. Good job, you guys. I know it's something different, but you got this. Totally got this.
No, we don't.
You got this. And you're gonna be so glad we practiced this because when you sit down to do the test, you're gonna be like, oh, I know how to do that.
I had to.
Last year, I
Last
in the
year,
red.
I did graders did.
I was in the red.
I had to do
green.
4 days because I ended up crying, but they got too wet for me. I was not ready for it.
Yeah, you're gonna be ready this time. I'm gonna help you guys all get ready for this because it's not that scary. It's not that bad. You guys got this. All right, you guys, good job today. See you next week.
I was wet on my shoe.
Uh-oh.
It was so